You pick up your phone, there are no notifications. You lock it, put it down, and a few minutes later you check it again. Not because it buzzed, not because you heard a sound, not because someone texted you. You just felt like something might be there. And the strange part is, you don't even consciously decide to do it most of the time. It just happens. So what's actually going on? Why does your brain keep reaching for your phone even when there's nothing waiting for you? It's easy to call it addiction or say it's just a bad habit, but the truth is a little more interesting than that. Your brain isn't just craving notifications, it's craving anticipation. There's a difference. Your brain runs on prediction. All day long, it's constantly trying to guess what will happen next. When something has the potential to reward you, especially in an unpredictable way, your brain pays attention. That's where dopamine comes in. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical, but it's actually more about motivation and anticipation than pleasure itself. Dopamine spikes not when you receive a reward, but when your brain thinks a reward might be coming. That maybe feeling is powerful. And your phone is a perfect machine for delivering unpredictable rewards. A message, a like, a comment, good news, bad news, something funny, something emotional. You never really know what you'll get, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps your brain interested. This is called variable reward. It's the same psychological principle used in slot machines. You don't win every time you pull the lever. In fact, you lose most of the time. But occasionally you get something. And because the reward is unpredictable, your brain stays hooked. Your phone works the same way. Most of the time there's nothing new, but sometimes there is. And your brain has learned that checking could lead to something socially rewarding. Even when there's nothing there, your brain remembers the times when there was. That memory strengthens the loop. So now the act of checking isn't random. It's your brain running a prediction. Maybe this time. You're not weak. You're not lacking discipline. Your brain is simply responding to a pattern it has learned. There's another layer to this too. Modern life doesn't leave much room for stillness. The moment there's a pause, waiting in line, sitting alone, riding in a car, lying in bed, your brain notices the silence. And silence can feel uncomfortable, not dramatic, just slightly empty, slightly restless. Your phone becomes a quick way to fill that micro gap, a tiny escape from doing nothing. If you pay attention, you'll notice something. Most of the time, you don't even feel excited when you unlock your phone. You just feel a small pull, a small urge. It's subtle, almost automatic. And when you don't check it, there's this light tension in the background, like something unfinished. Checking your phone removes that tension. Even if there's nothing new, your brain relaxes for a second because the uncertainty is resolved. And here's the part most people don't realize. Your brain doesn't like uncertainty, but it also doesn't like boredom. So when you're in between things, not fully stimulated, not fully focused, your brain looks for something easy and familiar. Your phone is always there, always available, always promising something. The more you respond to that tiny urge, the stronger the loop becomes. It becomes automatic. You don't think, I want dopamine. You don't think, I'm bored. Your hand just moves. That's how habits form. Cue, action. Small reward, repeat. But here's something important. The reward isn't always big. Sometimes it's nothing. And strangely, that's part of what keeps the loop alive. Because when rewards are inconsistent, your brain tries harder. It pays more attention. It checks more frequently. It increases the behavior because it's trying to predict the unpredictable. Over time, this starts to shape how you experience stillness. Moments that used to feel normal, sitting quietly, waiting, even just thinking, start to feel slightly uncomfortable. Not because they're bad, but because your brain has gotten used to constant stimulation. It expects something to happen. And when nothing happens, it feels like something is missing. And in today's world, unpredictability is everywhere. Social media, messages, news updates, emails, all designed around uncertainty. Your brain evolved in environments where unpredictability often meant something important for survival. Now that same system is reacting to notifications instead of threats or opportunities in nature. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Look for signals that something might matter. The interesting thing is, most of the time when you check your phone and find nothing, you don't feel relief. You feel neutral, maybe slightly disappointed, but you check again later anyway, because the possibility is still there. And your brain is wired to chase possibility. So, what can you do with that information? The first step isn't forcing yourself to stop, it's noticing. The next time you reach for your phone without a notification, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what was I just feeling? Was it boredom, restlessness, avoidance, habit? Often that tiny urge isn't about the phone at all, it's about escaping a small moment of discomfort. And when you start noticing the trigger, the behavior becomes less automatic. You don't have to eliminate phone checking completely. That's unrealistic. But understanding the mechanism changes how you relate to it because it's not about willpower, it's about awareness. Your brain isn't obsessed with your phone, it's obsessed with prediction. It wants something new, something uncertain, something that could matter. And your phone just happens to be the easiest place to look. So the next time you unlock your screen and there's nothing there, instead of feeling annoyed with yourself, recognize what's happening. Your brain was searching for a possible reward. That's all, not weakness, not failure. Just a pattern. And once you see the pattern, you're no longer completely controlled by it. That's where real control begins.